Hey love bugs, this is Roslynn back one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you've been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please drop a line. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me. And if you feel like the videos just give you an uplift of a vibe that really truly resonates with you, that brought so much clarity to your life, please give a thumbs up and share. And I'm sending so much love, prayers, and upliftment towards everybody who's going through to get to, maybe going through a tough time right now, whatever it is going to happen, you're going to weather the storm. You know, the sunshine after the rain, you're about to really connect with that beautiful rainbow with the, the chest of gold. So I'm sending towards whatever you're needing: consistency, determination, motivation, dedication towards yourself, peace, calmness, alignment. I'm sending that all towards you a million times fold. Anybody who's coming through with nefarious vibes, really trying to seek to destroy, distract, to disrupt what I'm trying to create to be the best version of myself, because you don't want to see me do it. Hey, I'm sending love and blessings towards ultimate healing, which you truly need into your life. But everything is protected. Return to sender. We ain't going there. But anyway, the video I am doing today, it is called, let me see, y'all, I had so many different downloads. I got so many different things I want to talk about. I don't even know what else I was going to tell. Oh my gosh. You're the trigger of truth. Your truth is triggering. I was like, you are a walking trigger. It is just crazy when I can say you're a walking trigger. It's like, God, no, why am I a walking trigger? Because there's something about you that allows people to discover on different things that they didn't heal from. Different things they need to acknowledge. You can be, I always tell people, you don't realize how you're walking karma. You'll be going through different things into your life, and it'll be, there'll be some people that stay there. It's just like, wow, you got a genuine soul. You're not that person that has a problem for every solution. You want to be able to see people rise. And I always tell people, I want to say, there's nothing about me, I feel like, where it's born, where I'm the only one who's in this world that continue to be happy. I'm determined to be happy in this and that. You don't care about anybody who's being happy. You cannot compete against me, or you can't do better than me, because I'm going to feel like it has to be me. There's people out there who are very selfish like that. But you at that, I was raised, the fact is, to be able to see, I'm not if you only have one star in the sky, it would never be breathtaking. I want to see everybody shine. But I'll tell people real quick, I don't want your happiness based off of how you're making me suffer. That's one thing I'm not going to wish for you. I'm not going to be able to do that. But I noticed, I told people, it's every time you're at a job, and this is what a true Heyoka is, but we allow ourselves to bring a joke in there. But it'll be different people to be using you as the joke, and you got to walk away like it's funny. But you got to understand, there will be something about you that's very triggering. It could be the things that how you carry yourself, how people just gravitate towards you. It's like, how are these people, what do they do to get all this attention and stuff like that? Being themselves. Being genuine. It was just like your light attracts everything. And I mean everything. You had to be able to understand. It'll be just those different times where, why do I keep, finding these same people to keep coming up and hurt me? And those would be that question: is there something about yourself that is hurting you? You're hurting you. We had to be able to do that. I had to be able to understand, I was hurting myself. I didn't love myself. I placed a love in things that was not loving me back. I had to be able to, I'm like, I ain't about to do that no more. That's exhausting. I'm not going to allow you to steal the peace that I have on this God green earth for me to be able to, I say, God didn't die for that. He didn't sacrifice himself for that. I'm going to place love into myself, and I'm going to keep moving. I had jobs where people would bring drama to me and be like, Roslynn, you said this and this and that. Where the heck was I at when all this happened? And it'll be those different times, because people, I'm 5'2". I'll be very quiet, but those are the ones, I used to have to be able to understand. I don't get intimidated by the loud folks. I got to be able to be worrisome about the ones that are very quiet. It's like, shoot, I may be calm, but I don't unloud you in 20 different ways and 2 different lifestyles just in 10.9 milliseconds. I had to be able to do that. And it'll be just those different things that come into life where your truth really speaks for itself. You don't have to go through all those ways, but it's just like when you start attracting a lot of people that are narcissistic, a lot of people that seek jealousy off of you or just want to be able to do that. You had to be able to go within, like, what is this that I keep attracting that? I always tell people, if you dating, it's a dating quote or whatever, you have to be able to change your filter out. If you keep attracting the same thing, change up the people that you take an interest in. I had to be able to grow. Is like, growth is when the flesh is not all that's, what it's cracked up to be. You can be a fine person with the most ugliest soul. I had to learn that from a lot of different things. There were a lot of people be ugly. The only thing that mama could love, and it looked like he or she hit every branch that was on that daggone ugly tree, and they had the most beautiful heart. You had to be able to go past that to be able to see those different things into your life, and you're understanding that, because it was just like going through different jobs where I had to be at this point where people would constantly put me into mess, or people would contradict me or feel like, underestimate me. And it was just like, hey, there's a beast in there. Don't get it twisted. It is non-existent. I just put that mug to sleep. I control that. You become a dangerous person when you can control your emotions. Okay, you can be the most dangerous person when you can control your emotions, not wearing your heart on your sleeve, and when you've gone through different things that transpired, it really make you look at life different. I used to tell people, you have the most beautiful soul, but it's just like a lot of things that you hide behind the things that you went through. And that's not fair to you, and it's not fair to people that comes into your life. And there's a lot of time we trauma bond with stuff like that. You just trauma bond with a lot of folks like that. And it'll be like those different times, I want to be able to connect with you to where we love what growth look like on each other. I'm not competition towards you. I'm not comparing myself towards you, and it's vice versa. I want to be able to encourage you like you're encouraging me. I want to be able to have conversations where I can be vulnerable with you. All those different things, be able to have to see my truth with those different things into my life. And being able to understand that. And it's just like, the more you become teachable, the more you're open towards the universe to learn, you will be very triggering to a lot of different things. Because it's like, you be in situations, like I can sit up here and say, there's a lot of things where, people are open with me about the different things that hurt them. And I can be able to come up with explanations about why you're going through that, because I can really truly relate with that. And being able to have a positive, impact or a solution towards that situation, be able to understand this is why this situation happened, or these are different things you truly had to pay attention to help you grow, to help you seek peace into your life, be able to, embody that love that you have. But you had to, you had to endure the not so good things into your life to be able to understand, this is my truth. I move unapologetically. I'm not a perfect person. Nobody is. There's different times where, you can be honest about, I move through emotions and through logic out the door. But I learned from those different things. And when you're allowing yourself to do that and you're walking in your truth like that, your strength becomes very strong. But you're going to understand, you're going to disrupt a lot of people that don't want to be able to get in tune with that. Because a lot of times we fear, what broke us, but not realizing that's what we're projecting out. And those things are not easy, because there's a lot of times, we know good and well hell what we're doing when we're doing that, but there's a lot of times where that became second nature for us. And it was just like, because it would be just situations where I did not know I was a trigger towards myself, or that, because if there's a lot of times you're living in life where there's like drama, not just right around the corner that people putting you in, whether you created it or not, you're that person. It would be just like, they have a bad version of, or a good version of that, where they're like, this is something about that person. It just ain't working out right, or something about that person that I just can't put my finger on. And it could be a good thing that you really have not yet discovered in that person, or there's something really bad in that person that you have yet to discover. And those are the different things that you're learning through when you're able to do that. And it'll be just like that time you'll have created enemies that you didn't even know you had. But those are the different times where, you don't focus on that. You just keep moving in life, appreciating the life lessons that's taking place into your life, whether it was good, bad, happy, or sad. And being able to know this is a part of your your world of growth. You had to be able to go through these different things. You had to be able to endure these things. You learn from them, you heal from them, and you grow from them. And those are the different things that goes on into your life that that you speak your truth within that. When you're allowing yourself to feel like, not everybody's not going to like me. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's going to understand my journey, but it's not meant for them to understand. Your growth of changing to challenge yourself to become the best version of yourself owes no explanation. You like what you like, you don't what you don't, and you're moving on into your life to where, you can appreciate, even the worst of times that is taking place into your life. And, just expand from that. Just like, wow, I've gone through so many different things into my life. And it's just like you're like a traveling truth. You are like a traveling truth. Those different people are traveling salesmen and stuff like that. You're selling the world of hope, and that's something that's very priceless, just being able to be that world of hope and being able to allow people to know we all have a purpose here, but it's up to us to be able to find that. It's just like with us at empaths, we had to be able to allow ourselves to know you're not here to heal anybody. You're here to help them. You give them that seed of transition, transpiring to become a better person, just because you're allowing people to know the experiences you went with and gone through, where you can end up seeing the beauty out of an ugly situation. And that can be a lot of triggering for a lot of people because they don't want to discover that. It's not easy. A lot of times we try to really rack our brains on why people do the things that they do and the ugly things that they place on us to be so hurtful. But we have to understand, even when people hurt you, they're hurting themselves more. Just being able to discover things, being able to admit we have issues, admit we have a really serious problem, but it has to be able to take that strength, what you're dealing with when you're dealing with being a walking trigger. You're the person, your generational curse issue. Concept of that is that's not for the weak at heart to be able to go through that, because you're going to have a lot of hell to pay just because you're trying to cut a cord on something that people got comfortable with doing. You taking people out their comfort zone, because before you probably was that person that didn't hold boundaries, because it's like anybody that gets upset about you holding boundaries up because they can't benefit off of you when those boundaries are up there like that, and you're learning and growing from those different things that's taking place into your life. Like, tag, I'm holding boundaries. Tag, I'm being selfish with myself. That everybody does not have that pleasure of being in your vicinity of energy. That's very precious. That's very sacred. Not everybody can be in your energy like that. You had to be able to understand. They were like, wow, why I had to go through this, but it was just like, I'm glad I go through it because now I understood where I need to box myself up as, going through those different things and being able to learn the experience of this is why I grow, this is why I love, this is why it helped me become better, and being able to appreciate those different things. Because if I didn't go through that, what would I learn? Where would the truth be lying at? Where I was lying to myself. And being able to live like that through truth is very inspiring. It can be very empowering to you, giving yourself a chance. Because, it's not easy to be able to get in tune with what is triggering towards you, what hurts you, what keeps you depressed, what keeps you low vibrational. And those things is not easy to do because you never know what the next person is going through. Everybody got a story, and be at those times where you can make this story to be your bestseller, or you can make this thing to be the thing that can destroy you. It's the book of Eli. It lies somewhere within the truth that you really had to find, because it can be very trivial on what things that took place into your life, and it's just like, dag, I had to be able to learn from these things. Dag, I had to be able to really experience these things and being able to hold it as something I can be very grateful for. And for you being able to walk in your truth like that, it can be very triggering to people. You're helping them to learn, even though the worst things that took place in your life don't mean that life always got to be that way. But it's up to you to be able to create better for your life. Either you're going to allow this to eat you up and consume you, or you can allow that to be your fuel of ammunition to be able to become a better person. And for you to be able to do that, you're helping other people just through your life of experience. A lot of people will appreciate it, and a lot of people are like, no, we got to destroy them. They can't do that. They're an abomination towards life that's very diabolical. Those different things. But you're finding out the truth for every person you have come into contact with, where it can really trigger out something good. People appreciate, like, dang, I didn't know that about myself. Because I've been through that. I was like, oh, have you ever gone through this and been going through that? And it could be somebody out of the blue. You don't even know. And you was like, dang, yeah, I went through this. And it's just like, wow, I'm not the only person that's gone through that. No. That would be the reason why I tell people anything about your story of life. You'll know how inspiring it is towards other people to inspire themselves. When you're being transparent like that, it can be very scary when you're telling people different things that make you uncomfortable. Trust me. I'll be on here be like, because I'm like, dang, God, allow me to say be strong living your truth. You know, I need you to talk about this. I'm like, but I don't wanna. You know, why I gotta talk about that? I used to be comfortable about it because it got me attention. It got me what it is. It got me that. But it's just like, no, you don't use that to get attention. You use this to be able to find your truth. Because a lot of times when you discuss different things with people, you start finding out more stuff about yourself. Like, dang, you know, you wanted that. You had that question lying around with you. You know, how I get to Sesame Street, and you found out exactly how to get there. And I'm still trying to figure out what was the subliminal about Sesame Street. You know, it'll be those different things. And it'll be just like you really question certain things into your life. And then all of a sudden you go through that, and it'll be the answer. I was like, God, that's what you've been trying to tell me all this time, a spirit guide, or, you know, this thing. Like, yeah. Well, and the only way you can be able to discover that by helping other people. You know, we got the serum and stuff for antidote for everybody, and a lot of times we like it for self, you know. But, you know, when you're going through those different things, it's like, yeah, I went through this, and, you know, I really challenged myself. And it was just like, but it allowed me to love myself, it allowed me to know my worth, allowed me, you know, to not have to explain everything, that you know, understand that, you know, a lot of times, you know, your light is going to irritate a lot of people that want you to stay in the darkness. That's not your issue, though. You keep glowing anyway. You keep growing anyway. Stay consistent with yourself. Believe in yourself in ways you never had before. Understanding everything that you've gone through got you in tune with a deeper part of you that you didn't know that was there. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Let me see who I didn't give a shout out to. Alexander St. Anger, much love to you. It's so good to hear you back. Big love to you in UK. Lunatic in the grass. I've heard it all. Thank you for stopping by and being, you know, a part of the, you know, my tribe. I appreciate it. Much love to you and welcome. I hope you're able to resonate with any of the videos that I place on here, and I hope it can really bring some kind of peace and comfort towards your life you were really needed to be at. And what else do I gotta say? You know, just stay consistent, persistent. Anything you're needing, you know, you may be going through some hardship right now, but you know your sun is about to shine for you. Your time is coming, so you can keep being consistent with yourself, knowing you surpass everything you deserve. You have, and add more to it. Stay consistent. Stay dedicated towards your life. You know, no matter how hard it gets, you know, it's gonna get better for you. Sending so much love and peace towards your life. Like I said, you're going through to get to. So anything that you need to stay consistent with yourself. You got to take a pause for the cause. You go ahead and do that. But as soon as you fall off that horse, get your butt right back on, okay? You're needing to learn that. So it could be a ride of a lifetime. But, you know, stay consistent about yourself. Don't sleep. You know, that's what the devil and enemy want you to do. Stay persistent, consistent, because they see your potential just as well as God does. So, even through social distancing, make sure you send out love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You know, they can really take people a long way. Just because you're doing it for genuine intent, it's going to take you even further. What else I got to say? Stay safe and be responsible for everything you do. Much love, blessed be, shalom. I say much love to you. Peace.